This is Andrew Divoff, the Wishmaster, and you are now entering Cinema Chop Shop. Enjoy your day.
Hey, David Wong, tutti fucking fruity.
People that waited in line just to share this experience of Venom, Candyman, Night of the Living Dead, The Rock, Final Destination. But I want you to know you are now entering the Cinema Chop Shop with a top and the pop. Boom, boom, bop.
The Cinema Chop Shop.
What's going on, everybody? It's Davey from the 80s, and you are now entering the Cinema Chop Shop. So park your ass right there. And while you're there, don't forget to hit the like, the share, and the subscribe button. Also, if you check the link below, you see a Patreon account. If you click it, you become a member. All you got to do is try, recommend movies, music, trailers, media reactors. Click that motherfucking link. Now, with that being said, I'm here again with the homie.
Two reviews. What's good, homie?
Hammy, you know what I'm saying?
Glad to be here. You know what I'm saying? Talking about news, horror, you know what I'm saying? That's my bread and butter. So I'm happy to get it. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of butter though? What kind of butter? Is it garlic butter? Is it cinnamon butter? Is it apple cinnamon butter? What are we doing here? What kind of butter is it?
I don't like the cinnamon butter too much though. I like the garlic butter though. You know what I'm saying? I could like
you don't like cinnamon butter? Hey, bro, look, Lucille's got some bomb ass apple cinnamon butter, and that shit. Lucille's barbecue. And that shit is quick.
They do the shit in Texas Roll. Y'all got Texas Roadhouse out there?
Yeah, we got a couple.
Yeah. See, like, I get it there and shit. I just not a big fan of their cinnamon butter. I don't know. You know, that's the only cinnamon butter I had. But you say Seals, I might fuck with it. You know,
Lucille's barbecue. It's pretty good. I ain't gonna lie to you. But today we got a very interesting topic. We talking black horror, and who better to talk about black horror than two black people?
Black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
Know what I'm saying?
I think we black. Yeah.
Check my palm pilot. I ain't got shit to do today. But anyway, so the main topic today is we're gonna just dissect black horror movies. But I just have a general question about: do we feel like these black horror movies are just exploiting the trauma? Like, do we need to have this trauma in these films in order for them to be successful? But we're going to get to that question in a minute. Let's go ahead and dive deep back into the past, and let's talk about a little bit of blaxploitation before we start. Are you familiar with any blaxploitation horror films that you are familiar with?
Yeah, what's the one? Of course, Blackula. I seen a couple of.
I was like the Fangs, man, Blackula.
Yeah. But you know, it's kind of foggy with the blaxploitation movies. What else?
There's Blackenstein.
Yeah, Blackenstein, PD and the Wheat Straw. I think
Yeah, I seen like half of that. I ain't watched the whole one.
Yeah, they were hard to watch as a kid, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, they were just. You know, that they wasn't on the level that the horror I was watching. Like, I grew up, you know what I'm saying, with my grandmother watching The Exorcist on repeat. So, like, I was used to that quality. Yeah. So, like, it became an acquired taste later on. Like, my boy Rashad G reviews, he reviews all those blaxploitation movies. But, like, definitely.
Rashad, bro. We should have him pull on too, but he's busy.
Yeah. He's a big fan of me. He's trying to put me on to a lot of them. So I think I got to catch my knowledge up with the blaxploitation.
If I gotta recommend one, bro, you gotta watch Ganja and Hess.
Oh no, I never heard of that one.
Or you might have heard it. The other name is Blood Simple.
Blood Simple.
It's a blaxploitation black vampire movie. It's actually pretty fucking good.
Okay.
The cinematography in the movie and the score to me is pretty damn phenomenal. I really like that movie. I actually felt like it's way underrated. Like, it's the fact that it's not talked about is kind of a damn shame. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Spike Lee remade it and called it some other shit. I forgot. But I think if I'm not mistaken, Spike Lee remade that shit and called it something else. But that's Ganja and Hess watched the original. It's actually pretty damn good.
That's from the 70s?
Something like that.
Okay.
It's something like that. It's called Ganja and Hess. This is actually a pretty damn good movie. It's crazy. Then we fast forward a little bit, and then we have like the kind of like not the modern, but that pre-modern horror era. So we talking like Bones with Snoop Dogg, and we talking about what's the other damn movie, the anthology, Tales from the Hood, Tales
Yeah.
from the Hood. You know, that's that pre-modern, but then, you know, those are classics. Those are within themselves, you know what I'm saying? But now we've gotten to the modern horror, and we can thank Jordan Peele for that. You know what I mean? With Get Out. You know, Get Out started something. But this is where the question lies. Did Jordan Peele start something good, or did he start something bad? I'm all for Jordan Peele starting this new genre of black horror movies, and we have all these great black writers and everything like that. But like, do we feel like racism should always be a focal point in these movies? How you feeling, Q?
You got a deep one there, don't you, bro?
Yeah, off the
Dang.
top, swinging for the fences.
Yeah, he's swinging for the fences. Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? Fuck, bro. You know what? They, you know what I'm saying? They like their horror story have been told before. You know,
Yeah.
like you know, like we got almost a century of basically Caucasian driven horror movies. To be honest with you, even though Caucasians make, you know, like Serpent in the Rainbow, Wes Craven made, you know what I'm saying, it's based in voodoo and stuff too, but the protagonist is usually always a white person and shit.
Yeah.
But I love Jordan Peele. Come on, man. That's my boy, bro.
So Jordan Peele is amazing, but I'm starting to feel like there's a pattern of repetition. And I feel like it's diluting the product.
Yes, I agree. We can take it back to when John Singleton made Boys in the Hood. You know what I'm saying? That was the first real hood movie that took place in the hood, in the neighborhood, right? That's the first one, really. You know what I'm saying? That took place in the real hood. And everybody didn't know what to think of it. Black people knew exactly what it was because we grew up with that shit. And then after that movie came out, everybody copied that style.
Society,
Juice.
South Central.
South Central. We can go all down the line. It was a hood movie every freaking like month or month and a half and shit till it got watered down, and then people stopped watching the hood movies because it was just too many, and then they wasn't bringing the quality, of course, as the Boys in the Hood. So it got watered down. I take this, like, what's that show on Hulu? Them or whatever. Now
them.
Yeah, I thought they were trying to do that. I thought they were trying to exploit, you know what I'm saying, black trauma and make it horror. But like us horror fans know that, hey, this shit ain't scary though. You know what I'm saying? It's not, y'all not even trying to reinvent the wheel. Y'all doing some shit from 2010 with the, you know, the skip frames and shit like that. Well, that's not going to work and shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be
but I will say this. I feel like them did it well. But after the second season came out, I felt like they should have took it in another direction.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. The second
that's
season,
cool for season one. All right, cool. Like we exploring that type, whatever. That's cool. Did you watch season 2?
That's what I was talking about. I meant to say season 2. Yeah, I watched season 2. That's why I think they should have. That's the one to me that wasn't scary. You know what I'm saying? At all. Even though they still they dealing with the black pain in those movies. You know what I'm saying? I thought one was a more interesting concept. 2 is like with the sister thing and the.
They should have just kept it. Look, if they would have kept it like a slasher and him just being fucked with, and that just drives him to become this other person, I think that would have made more sense than even diving into the supernatural element. To me was kind of like, like, you know, like you could have just kept it kind of like at least in the realm of possibility. And I think that we would have kept it a little bit more cooler because his final design was weak, homie. I'm gonna say it. That shit look like a muppet. But that shit look stupid. And
he was great. Johnny Gill, wherever that name of that actor was, he was fucking awesome.
Yeah, Edward Gaines, and that amazing, bro, with the ski mask and all that shit. He had the gimp outfit at one point. I was like, bro is killing it. And then it was like, man, you made this fool put on a freaking one of those what's the old boy name from Shazam? A Zachary Levi buff suit. Like, what are we doing here? Like, that shit looks stupid.
Clifford the red dog ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it looked dumb as shit, bro. I was like, come on, bro. Like, you gave him,
and he better. Yeah, he better than the movie, bro. He was better than the whole entire series. Like, just
that's what I'm saying. Like, they had me until like he died, and then gave it to the spirit of a puppet or whatever. my man sold his soul to a Fraggle Rock, but I'm not fine. But Man, hey, look, y'all need to, if y'all don't know what a fucking Fraggle Rock is, you gotta look that up. But anyway,
Down and Fraggle Rock. Yes.
nah, but but that's what I'm saying. Like, I really felt like that was a show where it clicked for me, and I was like, yo, I think this one trick pony is kind of over. Like the fact that it felt like during the show they were pausing and they were like it felt like you remember Don't Be a Menace in the Hood message. Yeah. That's what it felt like.
Message.
That's what it felt like. It was like, yeah, the police. You had that random ass white cop, bro, that was just hella aggressive and racist for no reason. It felt overt as shit. And you just if the police department is being reviewed because they're racist, you don't have to remind me that they're racist. You already told me because they beat the shit out of Rodney King. We don't need a reminder. And then you had them having that little powwow in the middle that she walked in on, and it's like this scene led to nothing. Like what the fuck was the purpose of this scene? Like you didn't even need this scene. It's really Go ahead, man. Go ahead. I feel
no. Go. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I go after you.
It just feels like at this point, like I feel like we get into the point where the story is just becoming too repetitive. Like, have you seen Master on Amazon? Master, and it has a famous black actress. What is her name? I'm gonna kick myself in the back.
I don't know if I've seen it. It sounds very familiar. I might say
Master.
All I was gonna say too was like, they think it. I don't know if you think. Do you think they think the black audience is? You know what I'm saying? Won't understand the concept, you know what I'm saying, unless it's force fed to them, like police brutality.
You know what's wrong with what hurts my feelings, bro? I be feeling like they treat us like we stupid, and that really pisses me off.
That's what I wanted to say. You know,
they really feel us like they treat us like we stupid, like they gotta tell us. They be like racist, like like it really feels. By the way, that show has Regina Hall in it. Masters.
Regina Hall.
It's a movie with Regina Hall, and it's so fucking stupid, bro. It pissed me off watching that movie. I got so mad watching it because it just tried too hard. But
that was I remember that. That was she was trying to come up in the company and all that shit, right?
No, it was in college. She was in a college. Yeah. And then somebody died in the dorm room before her, and like the dorm room was like haunted or something.
Oh,
like, I got hung, and it was like putting like nooses on the door or some shit. Like it was stupid, bro. Like it really felt dumb. But anyway,
racist.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like they really feel like it feels like they treat the man. Look, I'm about to spill the beans up in this bitch.
Let's go.
I went to the pre-screener to Candyman, and I saw that movie like 9 months before it was released. I'm talking about the Candyman from freaking Nia DaCosta, right? And we sitting in there, and I got picked for the focus group, and we sitting in the front row, and I'm talking my shit. I'm like, listen, that fucking police brutality scene was cringy as fuck. And the dude was like, so you think that, so let me get this straight. So David, right? So you think that the police brutality scene is it's cringy. What do you mean by cringy? What do you mean by that? I was like, it just came out of nowhere. It came out of nowhere. It felt forced. It felt like it didn't have a place. And then, of course, he turns to the black folks in the room. Was like, "Well, how do you feel about it?" And like, that shit was tight. What you mean? You saw the way he was shanking up them cops. And I'm like, yeah, it's tight looking, but from a concept of a story, it's stupid because it didn't have no purpose here. It came out of nowhere. It came out of left field. And let's not even forget that movie felt rushed as shit in the third act. But that's a conversation for another day.
Yeah. Because the Candyland lore in that film, I love the lore, you know what I'm saying? That was passed out. Like, that's smart. I love that. You know what I'm saying? How he came from that in the 70s Candyman. Like, that shit is, I'm like, bro. I'm like, what? Because I remember hearing from Jody's Corner about you saying Candyman was going to whack before it came out and shit. And I was like, wow, no, this trailer say he's got to be wrong. You know what I'm saying? This before I even met you. So then I seen the movie. It was like, oh, shit. They made Candyman a fucking superhero at the end of that movie. Like, what the fuck? And I was disappointed. And it had some great actors, Cameron Domingo and my main man. Why am I forgetting his name? Medulla Atin. He's a great actor, but like they kind of slipped the ball with those hardcore messages and the racist cops. I didn't like that. Yeah, I didn't like that.
It felt like I said, it felt forced at times, and that's again what I'm talking about. Like, it really feels like. It feels like, do we need for black horror to succeed? Do we need to exploit trauma? I don't think so. I think we can go in another direction. We could tell any of these movies any of these movies, any of these big budget horror movies, you can make it relatable to a black audience without implementing racism. I think we can do it. I really think we can do it.
What do you think about Nope, though? You know what I'm saying? It was so many layers to that movie, you know, but it does tie into race a little bit with the black, you know what I'm saying, the black horse.
And I feel like that's why I think Nope was, to me, and it's funny because Nope gets a lot of critique, right? But I feel like Jordan Peele already got like a certain buzz with some of his audience members, so they start going to his movies looking for shit. And I feel like Nope was really his movie where he kind of took his foot off the gas. The whole, like, you know, I felt like he took his foot off of the gas in the forms of like, okay, black exploitation type shit. It really felt like he was just really just trying to tell a good story with black characters. To me, that is a perfect example of a movie where you have black characters as a central focus and it's horror related, right? And you didn't have to exploit their race, you didn't have to exploit their trauma or nothing. That storyline you could have swapped the characters with white people and it still would have applied. And
absolutely.
And to me, that's what made it more impactful. And I remember having this conversation with this person, and the first thing this motherfucker says, I swear to you, bro, was like, come on, the son's name was OJ. You didn't think we caught that?
Nigga, please.
And then he scared the white lady when he said the name OJ. Come on, you come on. And I'm like, dude, really? I was like, that's just like an insider, like, haha, black humor type shit. It wasn't. I was like, it wasn't a focal point. I was like, but that's where we're getting to the point at, where it really feels like, I feel like we're getting to a point where it's being exploited so much that people are going to these movies and expecting that, and then once it happens, they roll their eyes and then they go straight to Rotten Tomatoes and then send this shit to hell without even giving it a fair shot, you know. And that's not even fair for these content creators, for these movie creators, to do all this work and then for it to get shot down just for trying to like convey a message. Like, I'm all for the message, I'm all for it, but I really starting to feel like it's becoming repetitive. Have you seen Antebellum?
No, that's the one with the girl from Euphoria, right?
I don't know. I just know that Precious in it.
Oh, Precious.
I know Precious is in it. That's all I remember.
No, I seen it up there, but I haven't checked that one out yet. But
man, let me tell you, bro, that trailer was a billion times better than what we actually got. What they kind of kicked to us, this whole like two different timelines and people being connected over two different timelines. That was a million times better than what we actually got. I mean, that movie, I'm not an eye roller at all, but that shit made me roll my eyes like a mug, bro. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, when the big reveal happens, bro, I was just like, get the fuck out of here. Like, are you serious?
I don't like that shit. For sure, bro. I don't like that shit.
This is what you went with? And that's what and then again, yet another movie where it exploits black pain. You get what I'm saying? We don't always got to go that route. Like I said, Nope is the perfect example. Like you said, thank you for even bringing that up. Nope is the perfect example of that. We don't need to continuously exploit black trauma for it, you know?
Yeah, no, absolutely. It gets watered down and it gets repetitive. And then, and I'm almost thinking, are these studios green lighting these things because of the black trauma? Well, I think Get Out is a great message because we all been in that situation before. You know, bringing up Jordan Peele again, but like that was just great. It was so well crafted and well done. But I think, you know, when Hollywood see money, they want to try to replicate these type of things, and
Chase
then when
that
they fail,
horror.
fix that white horror. Then like when it don't work, well, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I guess they can, these movies can go to Tubi, but it ain't even no black horror movies on Tubi, which bother me. All the shit on Tubi is repetitive, and like I was trying to look at it like, oh, okay, this is sex, drugs, this is relationship, sex, black sex. I'm like, what the fuck, y'all, black people, y'all can't come up with other ideas. So like, I'm thinking like, yo, I want to make it just a fucking black horror movie for Tubi because it ain't a lot on there. There are some, don't get me wrong though, but like, can we do something different? You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not trying to point the finger at black directors or black filmmakers or writers though, but like even Tyler Perry seems to go that same route. You know what I'm saying? He
knows his Madea movie, definitely.
Yeah.
That's another food that, man, I be telling. we're on the same page, bro. I'll be having the same conversation with people. I'll be like, look, man, I don't like put Tyler Perry like that. And they like, why? I was like, and I'm like, bro, it really just exploits black people for like clickbait. Like people really religiously go to these movies to really watch like every single black stereotype be placed in a movie. You got an auntie that's a crackhead. You got somebody that's a woman beater. Somebody that's a womanizer. You got the good Christian. You got the crazy auntie. You know, as every black stereotype.
Don't forget the cheating husband. Don't forget
the cheating husband. Exactly right.
Yeah.
Every single stereotype you can imagine is in the Tyler Perry movie. That I think, bro, is honestly out of stereotypes, and that's why he just opened up a studio. It was like, forget it. I need y'all to come up with some ideas. Medea needs to figure something out. Medea survives COVID. Come on, brother. Like, let's figure something out.
Yeah, that's more original than all this other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but and it's wild because I really feel like these movies, the fact that they're being so repetitive is going to overshadow the opportunities for more diverse storytelling.
Thank you. You nailed that right on the head, bro. We need more diverse storytelling. I just had a point that you said that, but like I will give this to black people. When they make their movies, they show up and show out. You know what I'm saying? With Black Panther, we showed up and showed out. We're the reason that shit hit a billion. Of course, with the rest of the world, you know what I'm saying? Because with our Marvel nerds, they're going to go see whatever and shit. But the black people showed out. People, auntie, with their peppermints in their purse, showed up for Black Panther, bro.
Hell yeah.
And they showed up not once, they showed up twice. You know what I'm saying? Because they heard about it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I will give it to that. Like, even Tubi, it's a whole nother life for black cinema on Tubi. It's terrible. 80% of it is terrible. It's terrible.
We in a new wave of black exploitation.
Yeah. But people watch that shit. Like, and I'm looking at like, yo, I can see the camera over there in you know what I'm saying? It's light in the window, and I see him moving around. Like, yo, then I gotta fucking cut that.
Bro,
the mic's not on, bro.
I saw this one. I swear to you, bro, this was the funniest shit ever. I saw a clip from a Tubi show. I didn't even watch the fucking movie. I saw a clip. This dude was supposed to get a shot at. But he for real fell. Like he legitly fell when he was running, and he hit that shit hard, bro. Like, and I saw it. Like when he got up, you could tell like he was shook, like that it really hurt him when he fell, and he hobbled off. And I was like, yo, that was a real fall. And then I was like, they did not cut their shit. They was like, hey, this shit look real as fuck. Like he really fell. Like it was like, keep it.
Keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling, bro.
That's funny, bro.
But it's wild, bro. And it's like, it sucks because I really feel like it's going to get to the point where, like you said, because because Get Out was so successful, the next person that tries to come in and come up with their own original idea, they're going to be like, but where's the trauma? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the trauma at? It's missing something. You know what? What about if his uncle was a slave? You like, bro, this is based in 2008. Fine. We'll have his grandmother be a survivor of the civil rights movement. It's okay. Same thing. Okay. Grandfather was lynched by a mob, maybe. You know, like maybe. You know, it really
funny. That's funny, but it's true.
Like, that's what we get in with it though, and it sucks because it's like
I'm laughing, but you right, bro. That's how they be thinking. And shoot, like what was his great grandfather was a slave and got lynched, or what if she was an ancient mama? You know what I'm saying? That's how they be thinking. You know what I'm saying? To put that, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you put black people in the forefront, which is sad. You know what I'm saying? I don't like fucking horror movies. Always got to rely on the black trauma. Even Tales from the Hood, which is a dope put together movie. You know what I'm saying? But goddamn, every story in that anthology is dealing with black pain.
But at the time, that was new, so it's okay. But like once you get to the point where people are like reprocessing that and just oh, hey, that worked, throw it on the line, Bob, and then it's just like you just manufacture 7 different properties that are exactly like the other one. When you watch Candyman the original, I saw the message. It was subtle, it was not in your face, but it was there. That white woman got beat in the eye with a hook. She got hit in the eye with a hook. I heard you looking for Candyman, bitch. Mopped her shit, right?
Yeah.
Mopped her shit. And then it was just a small piece of dialogue. The girl was like, The police never show up for us. This white woman get hit, all of a sudden the whole building get called. It was just one comment, and you just like, and then you was just like, facts. Facts. And you just like, that's what's up. But it was so subtle. It was just, and it wasn't in your face. Let that be 2024. She would have had to stand. They would have panned the camera right to the middle of her face, and she's like, "Look here, America. If this was a if this was a white woman,
what?
If this was a white woman, this never would have happened. We would have never seen all these sergeants. We would have, and you would have saw fireworks going off in the background and shit. And it was like, and they would have made it a priority for you to notice what she was saying. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, even Candyman's backstory about being a slave, like it didn't even feel like it was like, it was that overt. It was just giving you a backstory. Like, bro was a slave. He fell in love with a white woman. Family wasn't digging it. They killed him, and that's it. You know, and it was, you know,
it don't feel like that message was thrown down my throat. I just thought it was a good story. You know what I'm saying? Especially for a horror icon. I'm like, well, that works. You know what I'm saying?
It was believable. It was believable. I'm like, okay, all right. Now I see why bro hunting that building. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. All right, for sure. Like, all right, cool.
We see why Candyman be hunting these hoes.
Exactly, right? He be like, I'll be hooking these hoes. And I don't. But then it was crazy because then we flip it and we have Sherman in the remake, which to me honestly isn't a bad story. You know what I mean? It's a reimagining of Rodney King in sorts, you know, and it's not a bad story. But then this is the one thing that I've always questioned about Candy, and the only real big critique about the lore thing that they was fucking with. They said, or they implied, that most of the Candyman lore were young black men that died throughout the history, correct? But if you watch the ending of Candyman 1, Helen technically becomes a part of the hive. Last time I checked, Helen was white.
White shit.
Cool whip. No, I'm just saying, cool whip. But no, last time I checked, Helen was white, dog. Like she white. Like he was even like, look here, my white chocolate morsel.
Yeah, she was Nestle white chocolate, Nestle white, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Marshmallow.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? It was all black trauma. Then now we got, you know what I'm saying, the new white Candyman. So
but I'm saying, like, but see, I was like, okay, that opened the door. And because then it goes back to the concept of the movie. The movie was just like, your urban legend can just be rooted in trauma. You know what I'm saying? Urban legends live forever. You know, anybody can become an urban legend. Anything can become an urban legend. It basically broke all barriers. Candyman can be anywhere because at the end, when Helen, she broke out of that closet, was like, bitch, and killed her at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like that gave you, that told you anybody can be an urban legend.
Yeah, I like that.
You know, like, and then you can honestly, you can fuck with it. You could like, oh, well, what's the Bloody Mary? You say her name a couple times. Maybe she tied to the Candyman lore too. You know, it opens the world. But then when you're like, okay, well, I get what they were doing. I get what Nia DaCosta was doing. I get what Jordan Peele was doing, because all the characters that were portrayed as being members of the Hive were actual black people that were killed throughout history. And the one thing about me is I'm like a huge history buff, so I'm aware of all of that shit. Like the young man that was killed in the movie, like the one where they did the little puppetry thing, that was a little boy that was executed and was electrocuted in the South. You know, that's a real story. You know, all of the stories were based off of something, and I really respected that. You know, like they're all based in some sort of and grounded in some type of reality. But again, like, but you kind of fuck with the lore because you're like, well, if this is technically a continuation of the first film, her boyfriend Trevor, I believe his name is Trevor, he died. Will you marry me? Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't her Trevor. I was, yes, Trevor. Will you marry me? That's classic. But Oh,
Oh
people,
yeah.
look, man. If black people don't enjoy this video, you gotta love this video, bro. Y'all gotta thumbs up this
I
video.
love it. Yeah,
It's a
this was
whole lot
live.
of gems in this video. It's a whole
Yeah,
lot of.
it's a whole lot of gems, bro.
There's a
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
lot
We
of gems
dropping,
here.
we bringing it tonight. You know what I'm saying? On the black side, how we feel about the, you know what I'm saying, the black tribe and the horror movies, and we love horror. I mean,
We
we
love
love
horror.
it
Hell yeah.
from the top to the bottom. But we you know what I'm saying, we just calling out patterns that we're seeing, especially now, and you know what I'm saying, black horror movies. You know what I'm saying? But I love what you said back then, like in Tales from the Hood. It wasn't really, they weren't really talking about it like that. And even Candyman, that is black pain. That's like the deepest, darkest black pain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That the Emmett
that's the
Till
root.
shit. So like, you know, that story hasn't been told, you know, but like I see it now almost as being I hate to even use this word, like a woke thing. They want to do it over and over again.
Yeah.
And it's getting watered down to this point that you got to come up with more original ideas to tell story. I love seeing black protagonists in leads, bro, because like we said, we grew up with horror. It's Linda Blair and all the white guy, or the final girl was always white, you know what I'm saying? We just, you know, so like I love seeing this change, but we don't have
Make
to.
Ghostface black. We had all kinds of Ghostface. Not one of them was black. I need a brother behind that mask. We need a brother behind that gas. I'm just saying. He should have been the one holding the shotgun. I'm just saying. Only a brother would have been like, "Fuck this knife. What am I doing?"
Yeah, hold it.
And he was in New York. You could have, man. You could have had somebody from Uptown Harlem.
Little bitch.
Yeah.
You could have had a man from Uptown Harlem, bro. Pink Timberlands. Telling somebody, "What up, son?"
What up, son? His voice box sound different. Like I don't know, his voice box sound distinctly like his voice box sound different, son.
Hello, what up, son? What's your favorite movie? Done. Yo, get the fuck off my line, B. Like,
he only asks black horror questions and shit. Who was the first black person to die at Friday the 13th?
Oh, hey, that'll be hard, bro. Hey, we should take that idea though. I swear, we need to do that, bro. They be like, "Hey, man, what year was Blackula released?" You're like, "Oh, fuck,
Blackula. What's
you be like,
Blackula?
You be like, Blackula was originally a king of where? Oh shit.
Oh shit. Blackula, is that T'Challa? Oh no.
You was like, Wakanda. Nah, bitch. You pop out of the pool.
Gotcha, bitch. Got him.
Right?
That's what you're saying. Got him.
Wipe
up his knife like this and shit.
But it's like, dude, like, and it's crazy. Look, we're not critiquing this because we're haters. We're critiquing this because we see room for growth. We see a market. And let's be honest here. And this is like, you know, we kinfolk. We skinfolk and kinfolk. We can say this shit. You know what I'm saying? We are the biggest market in the United States. We create pop culture.
Facts.
We created pop culture in this world. Now, I'll give y'all a history lesson. The United States identity was rooted in black history. We took ragtime over to the UK, to the Europe, and that shit became a worldwide phenomenon because motherfuckers was in powdered wigs playing orchestra music. And we didn't figure out the United States needed an identity. They like, well, you know, we're still playing the Queen's music. Like we need something new, something hip, something that the youth will love. And then what happened? We had that platoon of black men that went over to Europe during a war. They started playing ragtime. The Europeans was like, what is this? There's no real structure to it, but it's still melodic. It's still compelling. What is this? Ragtime was the first version of pop culture worldwide created by black people.
Damn, bro, I never knew that shit, bro.
Created by black people. And then that shit turned into jazz created by black people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, let's come on, like for real, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's stop playing. We corner the market in this shit. If we create a black horror character, we can make $1 billion just like we did with Black Panther. All y'all got to do is show up. You give that dress wearing motherfucker y'all money. Look, man, you could pay for a black ghost face. That's all I'm saying. I promise you, I ain't gonna put a wig on. I ain't gonna wear a dress, and I sure as hell won't say take that.
No Diddy.
No Diddy. I promise
Diddy.
you.
Too soon, Junior.
Well
But
said,
I'm just
bro.
saying. I'm just saying. But like, no, we got the biggest market. There's no reason why we don't have single-handedly a top 5 black horror icon now. We should have one, hands down.
Yeah.
And again, it doesn't need to be rooted in trauma. Now, I will tell you this. I will be honest with you. I do have a black idea for a black character. It is rooted in trauma, but it is not the focal point. So I will say that.
Oh, man.
It's like Candyman. It's subtle.
Oh yeah.
It's there, but at the same time, it is not the focal point. And here's the thing, and this is another sad truth that I'm gonna have to drop on y'all. I would love to share with y'all my idea, but I can't because they steal shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we have a whole history, a whole courthouse full of people getting sued because they stole our ideas. You know what I mean? Like think about it. Did you know that there was so many black jazz musicians that used to get pulled to the studio and they would create their own songs, and then some man will pay them $100-$200 and say, okay, thank you for your day, and they'll make millions off of that same record.
Yeah,
I ain't doing. I'm sorry to say this, but this is America. I ain't doing the same thing, and I learned from history. You know what I mean? So if you want my story, America, you gonna have to pay me, homie. I'm just saying.
I hear that. Yeah,
if there's one thing I learned from America is fuck you, pay me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So show me the money, and I will show you to the promised land, the land of milk and honey.
Wow, bro.
No, but serious shit though. Look. And I want to really emphasize this to everyone, man. We love horror movies, brother, and we love our people. And it's not that we shitting on this because we don't love our people and we don't love what our people are doing, because I appreciate everything that Jordan Peele is doing. My man released a book and he allowed black authors to pen their stories and make their anthology and get their voices out there and then be able to have a voice. So kudos to Jordan Peele for doing that. You know what I mean? And even though I hated Us, I still think that he's one of the most compelling up and coming directors out there. He takes this shit serious, you know. And it's kind of funny because now Hollywood's trying to grab any old damn comedy person and saying, well, can you make a horror movie? And it ain't panning out too well. But
you can obviously see Jordan Peele is like us. He's a fan of the genre like us, but he's coming up, you know, he's trying to come up with his own stories and putting us in it. Not you know, I didn't mean to go back to Us, but like he's putting us in it, and and creating our own story. So that's why I really appreciate about that guy and shit. I think he has a bright future. Whatever he comes up with next, I'm there day fucking one, bro. You know
exactly. And that's the thing that I've went back and forth with people online about Jordan Peele, and like I said, the biggest critique is always like, oh, bro, just be like, he's woke. Like he's woke. Jordan Peele, he's woke. And it really feels like people aren't even giving him a fair shake. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I remember seeing people call Nope woke before the movie even came out. And I saw Nope months before it was even theatrically released. And I'm seeing people like, no, it's woke, not going to spend my money. And I'm over here like, I've seen this movie. I know what it has in it. And but then you have people that hate that man just so much off of the fact that he may get out, and they feel some type of way because they resonate with that story, whether it be the positive or the negative. And if it's the negative, then that's a conversation that you need to have with yourself, my brother. My brother. But
like, let's even talk about Nope. Just how dope the idea of the UFO being an actual living creature. That's kind of fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? I would have thought, I'm thinking it's like UFO in my mind.
Yeah. And then the parallels with the monkey.
Yeah. I thought that was great. Yeah. How that was all tied in together. How the monkey, like, you can't control this fucking thing. You can't control a monkey on TV and shit. One day it might fucking eat your face off and shit. You're like, so we're gonna film this thing and make money off of it. You know what I'm saying? The best that we can. But like, this thing don't know shit about that. It probably does, but like, it doesn't care. You know what I'm saying? It's a predatory fucking beast. I just thought that was cool. That shit like that I love. You know what I'm saying? So,
and the crazy part about it is Nope is the one movie that basically kind of told you that anybody can get it. And it basically said anybody can get it. Your life will be exploited for the benefit of making money. No matter who you were. That Asian man was sacrificing whoever. You showed up to his ranch. He was like, you want to see a show? Go on and step in that box right there. And that's it. Like, it didn't matter who you were. You could have been black, Creole. You could have been Asian. You could have been Japanese, Cambodian. It didn't matter. He feed you to that big ass saucer in the sky, and that's it. Like, it's a wrap. And again, you have people complaining. You had people complaining, oh, Jordan Peele, oh, this ain't even since they couldn't call it woke and they couldn't call it racist or anything like that, they was like, oh, it wasn't even horror. It wasn't even scary. And I'm like, dude, literally, I know very few horror fans that go to horror movies and are actually scared.
Right?
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.